Hey there. Today I'll show you how famous trap metal artists have shockingly changed. You'll learn their real names and ages. Watch this video to the end to see what 15 Screamo Rap Stars looked like in their childhood and youth, and what they look like now in 2023. Enjoy watching. Scarlxrd is the nickname of rap metal artist Marius Listhrop, whose energetic and aggressive music has appealed to millions of listeners. As a child, Marius loved dancing and beatboxing. At the age of 16, he started making entertainment videos for YouTube to help his family with money. For a time, Listhrop was the lead vocalist for the new metal band Myth City, but in 2016 he decided to go solo. Many people know Scarlxrd from his explosive single Heart Attack. Bones has made a name for himself as one of the most productive and distinctive artists. Growing up, Elmo O'Connor loved horror movies and hip-hop. Not surprisingly, this combination permeates all of Bones' musical work. At the age of 16, Elmo posted his first tracks on the internet under the nickname The Kid, but 2 years later he took the name we are all familiar with. O'Connor is the founder of the collective Team Sesh. ZillaKami became known to the public as a member of the New York trap metal band City Morgue. Prior to his fame, Junius was involved in punk rock music, as well as writing lyrics for the early work of rapper 6ix9ine. Zilla released his first album, Life is a Horror Movie, in the spring of 2017. But after a while he deleted it because he didn't like that kind of music anymore. Before we move on to the next celebrity, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my new videos. And also click like, it will be my pleasure. Thanks. Sosa started rapping when he was in high school under the nickname SosMula. But he managed to open his talent in the rap metal band City Morgue, which he created together with ZillaKami when he got out of jail. Did you know that SosMula was born in Sao Paulo, Brazil, but emigrated with his family to the US at the age of 2? London-based artist Jazmin is beloved by audiences for her quirky and shocking images. Jasmine began experimenting with makeup as a child, inspired by Japanese pop culture and fairy tale creatures. The girl was born into a family of famous musicians, so it's no surprise that she started a music career herself. In 2019, the trap metal singer releases her debut mini-album Worldwide Torture. The video for the single Saccharine has garnered more than 60 million views. Gloomy lyrics and aggressive manner of performance are one of the features of trap metal artist Denzel Curry. The Florida kid has been surrounded by music since childhood, which reflected in his desire to do rap music. Denzel began to gain popularity by posting records on the internet and soon won the hearts of listeners from all over the world. His song Clout Cobain became one of the most memorable hits of summer 2018. Scrim of the hip-hop duo Suicideboys knew he was going to make music when he heard the work of Kanye West and T-Pain at a young age. Prior to his fame, Arceneaux was often hired as a DJ for various parties. For a while, Scrim worked as a furniture salesman, but eventually the musician was fired for his love of tattoos. Scott began posting his first tracks online in 2013. The following year, Scrim teamed up with his cousin Ruby.Cherry, with whom he founded the Suicideboys and the G59 Records label. Aristos Petrou, better known as Ruby.Cherry, rose to fame as the youngest member of the New Orleans duo Suicideboys. At the age of 10, Ruby had mastered several musical instruments, among them a violin and drums. Aristos worked as a waiter for a while and was also the drummer for the punk rock band Vapo Rats. At one point, Petrou, along with his cousin Scott, decided to focus on hip-hop music. The collective's most famous song is Paris, the video for which has garnered more than 170 million views on YouTube. Australian singer Dracula, in his creativity, likes to combine different styles and genres. When he was young, Samuel Wellings was a drummer in the teenage band Harwood. Later, the future trap metal performer tried himself in other musical groups, but eventually Sam decided to do solo work. The first fame of Kim Dracula was brought by a metal cover version of Lady Gaga's Paparazzi. It became especially popular on TikTok. The singles Make Me Famous and Drown especially appealed to many fans of experimental rock music. Rico Nasty first gained fame after releasing the single Smack a and Poppin in 2018. Maria-Cecilia was a troubled teenager. She had little interest in school, preferring to rap instead. She released her first songbook back in 9th grade. Her most popular work is the track Tia Tamara recorded with Doja Cat. Joshua Hamilton is a diverse musician and artist from California who has managed to attract the attention of the public through his creative experiments. Before the nickname Lil Darkie, Joshua released rap music under the name Brahmin. In addition to trap metal, Hamilton tried his hand at a large number of genres, including country music and R&B. Although now a native of Brooklyn, Tekashi 6ix9ine makes music in a different genre, but at the beginning of his career, he recorded trap metal songs. Daniel loved playing soccer as a kid, and he often sang in church choirs. Hernandez grew up in poverty, so before his musical career he worked as a waiter and later started dealing in illegal substances. Tekashi became visible to the general public because of his provocative appearance, scandalous behavior and aggressive music. Talented singer Zheani is notable for her spectacular appearance and interesting performance of her songs. The Australian girl began her musical journey as a teenager. She was the first in her family to go to university. But in the end she still decided to quit it in order to concentrate on her creative work. The most famous songs of the girl are I Won't Sell My Soul and Lie and Look. All fans of the trap metal genre have at least once heard the name Ghostemane. Florida guy Eric Whitney in his early years loved only heavy rock music. But when he heard the Dr. Dre album The Chronic, he immediately became interested in hip-hop. Not surprisingly, the current style of Eric Ghost is a combination of fast recitative and extreme scream vocals. Mercury and Andromeda are considered to be Ghostemane's most successful songs. XXXTentacion has managed to make a lot of noise in his short life and establish himself as one of the brightest and most scandalous young artists. Jahseh Onfroy was introduced to the criminal world early on, as a result of which he was expelled from school and ended up in juvenile detention. The first and one of the major successes of Tentacion's career is his single Look at Me. His first two albums topped the Billboard 200 and received platinum status from Mariah. Watch these videos if you want to see more interesting content about celebrity transformation. See you in the next videos.